Without environmental enrichment, horses will become stressed, anxious, disobedient, bored, ornery, and create unnatural eating habits. Not only will this affect the well-being of the horse, but all these factors will also affect your scientific research.
Why is enrichment important for horses, Natalie?
Studies have been done that show that 90% of horses used in research studies show abnormal behaviors. This is because they don't have enough enrichment. Whenever you offer enrichment for species-specific behaviors, it increases the results of your study because it lowers the stress on the animal. If animals do have stress, it lowers their immune system, which could affect results on any study that you do. And a happy horse means a better and safer research environment for everyone involved.
In their natural habitat, horses are prey animals and live in herds of 3 to 20. Because of their monogastric stomach, horses must graze throughout the day to reach nutritional needs.
It is common for horses to sleep while standing in order to flee quickly from potential predators. Originating in Southeast Asia, the horse's sympathetic fight or flight responses are always ready to react. While one horse sleeps few minutes periodically, its herd mates are always awake and on the lookout.
Horses only sleep for 3 to 4 hours out of a 24-hour time period. That means if enrichment isn't provided, they have 21 hours to themselves to become bored, develop vices like swaying in their stalls or cribbing, and they could have decreased cognitive skills and decreased motor stimulation. 21 hours is a very long time not to have anything to do, so it's understandable.
Horses were created with no gallbladder due to their natural grazing instinct consuming small portions throughout the day. However, humans have domesticated horses and started feeding them about 2 meals a day, similar to a person. This has led to many GI problems, including colic, IBD, and many gastric ulcer cases. And last but not least, obesity and overweight. Want some food? Obesity is one of the biggest problems in the equine industry. Therefore, slow feeding environmental enrichment has become a really big trend that has helped horses perform in their disciplines better, everyday health, and in research studies. Studies in Scotland, North Carolina, and Virginia show that about 50% of horses are overweight. These horses are even included in riding disciplines. I guess horses really do take after their owners. Want some carrot?
There are several different categories of enrichment that we consider in horses. These include social, physical, occupational, sensory, and nutritional.
It is very important for horses to have physical enrichment. Horses were made to run and exercise. Without it, they become very aggressive and unhappy. Some physical enrichments may include turning them out to the paddock, raising, and some activities would be riding and lunging.
Horses are very social animals and rely a lot on those of their same species for things such as food, shelter, and companionship. Whenever you take away their ability to go to other horses for that, they rely on other things such as companion animals that you can provide, such as a mini pony, or a goat, or a dog, or it can just be you riding them and taking them for a walk, or just spending time with them. If you don't do these things and enrich them and they're by themselves, they can develop bad habits, they can learn slowly, and they become fearful, they can be depressed, and they just don't do as well on their own as they would in a group. For example, riding them would be one form of social enrichment.
Occupational enrichment is provided to horses that cannot be turned out to pasture or inside a paddock. These include commercial objects such as the jolly ball, a yoga ball for exercise, that they can play around, bump around, kick. We can also give barrels with both ends closed. They like to roll them around. Some other commercial products include a salt block, mineral block, and they have a hole in the center. You can hang them from the ceiling so the horse therefore is stretching its muscles by stretching to lick it. You can make buckets or a milk jug and cut holes in them so the horse has to pick them up, shake them, and kick them to get treats out of.
For sensory enrichment, radios can provide good background noises and prevent boredom.
There are also commercially made products for sensory enrichment that are called equine appeasement pheromones. These pheromones assist in making sure that the horse doesn't feel as much fear as they would normally and helps decrease stressful stimuli. In their natural habitat, horses spend the majority of their time grazing. Whenever they're in a stall and forage isn't readily available to them, they can develop negative oral behaviors such as cribbing, where they rest their maxillary incisors on a solid surface like a fence and they suck in air. And this can lead to many negative things such as colic or bloat. They can also try to eat their stall bedding, which isn't very nutritious and can cause GI problems in itself. And these can all be prevented by providing around 6.8 kgs of hay per horse per day. You can also offer them different forages such as alfalfa, which comes in cubes, flakes, pellets, and then regular hay such as coastal or timothy. And these things can keep them from having these negative behaviors. You can also place it in different places around the stall so that they have to move around as they would in the wild grazing.
Environmental enrichment, horses become stressed.
Well, that anything would become bored. I don't know. I lost it.
Go again.
Kissing horses.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm ready certified.
Can provide cut.
No.